Where did Dick Grayson go after he supposedly died, and only Batman knew that he came back? Welcome to the Complete Story Series. We take trade paperbacks and single issues, and we break them down into digestible bites to help you understand. Then we read it dramatically back to you. All alterations to the panels, text, and images are to prevent copyright problems, and all art is owned by its respective companies. Anytime that we do a Batman story that doesn't feature Nightwing, many of the comments are asking, where is Nightwing? Well, after Forever Evil, he was assumed dead. So today, we're going to explore Grayson Issue 1. Because the new book is shaping up in a manner where most of the issues are rigged up to be separate adventures about him, just like episodes in a TV show. Dick Grayson was an amazing acrobat, one of the Flying Graysons, until his parents were murdered. But Batman helped him find new purpose as Robin, arguably the best Robin that there was. But he outgrew that role. He needed to become something more. So he became Nightwing, the hero of Bloodhaven, and practically a brother to Bruce Wayne. But he outgrew that role as well. Or he died, rather. When the crime syndicate arrived on Earth in the Forever Evil storyline, they unmasked Dick Grayson on national television, and then they murdered him for all to see. Batman did revive him, but where does an unmasked superhero go? He goes undercover into a spy organization that is trying to get the identities of all of the superheroes. The organization is Spiral, and Dick Grayson is now known as Agent 37. And he's joined their ranks to find out what their true purpose is and keep Batman informed. Now Grayson is on the Trans-Siberian Railway in a blonde wig. He somersaults onto the top of the train car and he finds himself jumped by one of the thugs who was also on the roof. He struggles for a second, but then he gets the gun out of the thug's hands and he throws it against a nearby pole, ricocheting it back into the thug's head. He sighs to himself as he handcuffs the thug to the roof. The downside to this solo act is that no one's around to see you do cool stuff. But little does he know that Midnighter is watching from a distance. Damn, that was pretty cool. Grayson lands inside of the train car and he talks his way out of needing a ticket before entering the dining car and having a seat at the bar. Next to him is a gorgeous blonde, hitting on an older, fatter Russian gentleman. The older Russian gentleman's name is Niall, and he's Grayson's mark. The blonde woman would be from a competing agency also trying to get their hands on this mark. So Grayson accidentally spills his drink onto the woman's chest, forcing her to leave the bar to get cleaned up. The woman walks away grumbling to herself before feeling dizzy, as she looks up at another woman standing over the bar. Grayson's partner, Helena, is looking at the woman. Don't worry, it's a paralytic agent that was spilled onto your ample chest. Who are you? Checkmate? Shut up and enjoy the scenery, Helena tells her. While Helena is talking to the blonde bombshell, Grayson managed to slip a roofie into the Russian man's drink and is currently carrying him out of the train car onto the side of the train, and then he jumps off of the train and off of the nearby bridge with the man in tow. But the thugs begin to immediately fire upon him. Grayson radios to Helena, "We're taking fire!" "Do something, Agent 37, or do I need to remind you what can happen if you breach his containment field?" So Grayson thinks quickly, and he uses an implant that Spiral gave him, known as Hypnos, to hack into the Russian man's mind and implant a suggestion. "I'm your friend. You've been lonely and afraid for so long, I just want to help you." "Yes, help you, friend!" So the two men run to a nearby nuclear silo with the enemy agent still shooting at them. They get all the way to the silo and they hide inside, but once they get inside, the Russian man passes out as something has hit him, and Grayson finds himself being assaulted by Midnighter. They bounce off the walls and the catwalks of the facility, with Grayson getting a left hook in and Midnighter headbutting him. So Grayson uses his Hypnos implant again on Midnighter, and Midnighter immediately knows what this means. A Hypno implant? That means you're Spiral, and you aren't here to help the poor sap at all. You're here to exploit him. But before Midnighter can say or do anything, he's blasted through the wall of the silo and into the sky. Grayson turns to his Russian friend standing there. "I help you. It's what friends do." "You're burning up. I need you to vent. Is it true what men said? You just want to use me?" "Yes, it is. I'm just like the men who asked you to smuggle what's inside of you. I'm not your friend. You're a loser that I know I can manipulate." And the Russian man blasts the wall trying to hurt Grayson, but he cartwheels out of the way and lets the man blast away again while he continues to dodge, until finally he burns out and collapses to the ground. Grayson has Helena come by for the extraction. They both come in for their debriefing where the head of Spiral congratulates them for an incredible job well done. And that night, while he's trying to call into Mr. Malone, aka Batman, Grayson gets a visitor. Helena just wanted to spend some quality time with him. But he stops her. Isn't this forbidden by Spiral? I know that. I just wanted to see if I could get away with it with you without using Hypnos. Good night, Agent 37. I know that this is relatively a short one, but like I said, the Grayson issues are broken down into almost single issues being single stories, with an overall arc of him trying to figure out what's going on a Spiral. It's a great way to do things, and if you guys enjoyed this story, then we'll just keep pumping these out and give you each individual issue for Grayson, at least until it runs out of its first storyline. I'm Benny for Comicstorian, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out the other ones on screen right now. You just might like them. And you can chat with us on Twitter @Comicstorian and at Instagram @Comicstorian. I'll see you guys next time right here.